such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
How's it going, guys? Ghost Caliber here, and today we are talking about Wonderlands, which I didn't really talk about it a lot leading up to its release. Not because I forgot about the game, but because for some reason I would not get recommended any other stuff, or get any other videos for some reason. YouTube was on that weird stuff. But Wonderlands is just over the horizon. Time of me recording this video, it is March 3rd, which means we have about 19 more days till Wonderlands releases, which I'm excited. I'm getting the Chaotic Great Edition for PC, and I'm excited, honestly, because from what I've heard and from what I've seen, no, sadly, I wasn't able to play the beta. I didn't have a Shift account that was connected to my computer. I had one that was connected to my PS4, but my PS4 is busted, so couldn't really play it. And anyway, we are going to talk about what is out now of Wonderlands. And from the gameplay trailer, this game looks extremely promising. I like how it kind of shifts from first-person shooter to tabletop RPG in a sense, and it's funny because your characters and some of the people you'll run across on the tabletop thing, it's you all have big heads, and it's funny. I'm not going to spoil a lot of it because I really want y'all to check out these videos. These videos, amazing. And for the, I just want to say this real quick. For the skills, because they say you can mix and match them, so every skill is going to be their own tree. Kind of like what they did with Borderlands 3, where you have different attributes in different trees. For example, Zane had, I think, 4 action skills. And, you'd pick one, then it'd have a tree. Another one would have a tree, but you sacrifice your grenades. This is the same as that. Same as Zane, so all these action skills have their own attributed trees with them. Which, I think that's cool, especially with, their whole RPG, make your own character type deal that they're doing going with the game. And really fits the whole mood of the RPG tabletop Dungeons and Dragons vibe they're trying to have with Wonderlands. Now, another thing I want to say is that with the videos that they have explaining the skill trees, it really gets you hyped for the game. And honestly, I know I'm going to play this game a couple of times because all the stuff that they give you, it's so cool, honestly. So I'm not going to go in depth into the skill trees because I just want to do kind of a broad overview about what's going on. So on their website, they only have 3. They have the Berserker, which they said is ice, melee, hammers and stuff. The Stabomancer, where it's still melees, but it's you're able to use knives, throw them, have knife storms and stuff. And they have the Spore Master, which it was kind of you have I forgot his name, Flack the Beastmaster, how he had his own little monster companions. You have that, but it's a mushroom companion, you feel me? And it's cool. I like how they're just bringing stuff from the other games that people actually enjoyed. And from watching the gameplay, the boss fight that they showed, and I'm giving you my honest opinion, that boss fight they showed was kind of lackluster. But to be honest, the way that whole mission was played out seemed more like a side mission, or one of the very beginning missions. Kind of like what they did with Borderlands 3, where they showed one of the beginning missions for their gameplay trailers. So hopefully, in classic Borderlands fashion, the boss fights ramp up in not only difficulty but in flashiness. Because I'd hate to play a game that all the boss fights are like that. Another thing that I want to touch on briefly is the UI. The way the game works on just the menu stuff. It looks awesome. how it has like the rustic magical thing, sort of. I don't think I used the right word, but you know what I'm talking about, where it's like Lord of the Rings type stuff there. And I like how they made it look like that instead of what Borderlands 3 has, which, if you were wondering, Wonderlands is being made in the same engine as Borderlands 3. So if you're a PC player and Borderlands 3 runs wonderfully, then Wonderlands should run wonderfully too. So the UI really fits the setting, and there's like a couple of things I'm wondering if echo locations are going to be in the game. Not echo locations. I'm going to say echo locations, but echoes are going to be in the game. If you're not a Borderlands player, an echo would be like a little piece of story that would tell you about the world and its characters. Now, those are, in my opinion, a very crucial part of Borderlands because you're in this very big world and it gives you a little bit of detail. Wonderlands might not have them, and honestly, with the whole tabletop thing, I wouldn't be mad because I've been playing Assault on Dragon Keep, and I haven't found any yet, so I don't think there's going to be any in Wonderlands, and that's alright. Now, another thing that I really want to touch on is Wonderlands like gonna be enough? Honestly, I'm not sure how long this game is gonna be. My personal opinion, I don't think it's gonna be long. I don't, but I have high hopes for this game, honestly, because after we have a game like Borderlands 3, which honestly the gameplay amazing, still holds up. I really enjoy it. I love the graphics. I love the gunplay. But the story is bad, and the story is bad on a number of levels. Even on the DLC, the story improves slightly, but it's still bad. One of them is probably one of the worst DLCs in all of Borderlands history, and that is Guns, Love, and Tentacles. I don't get what y'all guys like about it. I know some of y'all like it just because, oh, it's gay marriage and this and that. Like, that shouldn't warrant you saying, like, this DLC is really good. Granted, the DLC has some fun boss fights, has a nice world and Lovecraftian themes, but it was horrible because it's so memorable. I don't remember much from it, but that's the one thing that I'm worried about Wonderlands is the story. Now, I don't want the story to be Borderlands 3 bad, but I'm not expecting it to be Borderlands 2 good. You know, they play Borderlands 2. That story is amazing. Too good for its own right. That game was amazing. And it has the best video game villain of all time, Handsome Jack. So, really excited. Also, they have like new names for all of the guns in Wonderlands. Like, all of the gun manufacturers have different names, except one of them, which is obvious. Torg is still Torg, because Mr. Torg likes the game, so yeah. And they still look the same and operate the same as their Borderlands 3 counterparts, but they just have different names. Like Vlado is Stoker. That's the only one I remember. I think Doll was Dahlia. And yeah, like they all have their own different names. Torg is still Torg. And it really looks cool. Really looks amazing. I'm really excited on what we're gonna see from this. I have a feeling they're gonna release only a few more trailers because right now it's right around the corner. They're gonna kick this up into hyper gear in a second because people are they're trying to get them excited because like 1 month of the game launched. That's gonna be week by week, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. That's gonna go to days, so they're gonna try to get everybody hype. So I would say watch the Twitter, watch the Instagram. If anything big happens, I will make another video on Wonderlands. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. And share the video out. That's the best thing we can do for the channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.